Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now today I'm making a video on why Quant's takeoff will be unforgiving, because this is a coin that is so suppressed on purpose. If you just actually go to the coin markup graph, I'll tell you why it's suppressed on purpose, right? We're gonna break it down because people think that Quant is the coin that's trash because it don't move, but that's far from the truth. You gotta understand, this might be the biggest tech company in the UK, because if you don't already know, the UK does not produce a lot of tech. Like, there's no big UK British tech companies. This is an open market. This is unsaturated for Quant. Quant is run by Gilbert Verdi, right? And he's in the UK, from the UK. So he's partnered up with all the big banks: Santander, NatWest, HSBC, even Lloyds Bank. I mean, he's connected with. So the reason why I say this coin is going to be unforgiving is because the amount of suppression we are receiving right now on this coin is crazy. A lot of things are up, but Quant is still at a boring price point. And that leads me to my next point. Smart money is buying here, but also you have to remember that smart money and billionaires can buy off the market so it don't affect the price. I hope you guys know that. So like when Bitcoin was getting brought at like 60K, there was billions being put into it, but you would have never known it because it was off the black market, after the black market. So you gotta understand, when the institutions started revealing they're buying it, that's when it pumped even more. That's when Michael Saylor was buying 400 million a week. So if you think a guy like Michael Saylor don't know about Quant, you're silly, because Quant is what controls the crypto blockchain. In my opinion, it's like Ethereum. It's like Ethereum's cousin. Why do I say that? Because QNT is interoperable. For every transaction that's cross-border, cross-blockchain, any cross-blockchain payments is the overledger used by QNT. That's why they even have their own website on Amazon. They have Amazon Web Services. QNT. It should work. You should see this. There you go. Amazon Web Services, QNT. This coin is moving like a company like the last 50 years. Do you realize after 40 years, most companies fail? But this coin looks like it could last a decade or two, or three or 5 decades, because it's a coin that has shown nothing but strength at the bottom. Coins that show strength at the bottom are known to have big impulse moves. Just like OKB. We can keep talking about this coin. I love the graph. The graph on this is amazing. But OKB, let me go to the all-time graph and I'll show you what I mean. Look at that. But the thing about it is, OKB is new, but it was holding low levels for a very long time. It wasn't just dumping. If you look at Quant coin, if you look at QNT, it's the exact same thing. It's holding low key levels, but it's not dumping. It's not doing this. Let me go on the graph. It's not doing this. It's not just in the red all the time, like this. No, it's not doing that. It's fighting key levels. Now, $100 mark is a key level. As you can see, I put the support line there for a reason, because once we can create that support and actually establish support over here, and we can keep establishing that $100 mark line, we are prone to take off. We are prone to take off. And now this be a green line, straight, like how a lot of them put it. So at the end of the day, there's one thing I want to speak about over here, is that the Feds have announced first rate cut in 9 months. In 9 months, signals more reductions to come. Okay? It says the Federal Reserve cut its benchmark interest rate Wednesday for the first time since December, and signals more cuts are likely this year. So what is it going to do, right? When the rates cut, that means the money print is back on. So the money print is going to start coming back on. We cut it by 25 basis points. The next one will probably be another 25 basis points. And before you know it, 2026, 2027, QNT will have a run. I don't believe in the 4-year cycle no more. I believe coins are going to move in their own time. That's what I believe. So even with QNT, I'm excited because I know where it's heading. A lot of people own this coin, but they don't know where it's heading. This coin is heading to multi-thousands. It's just like BNB. Look at BNB go. Look at BNB. Let's have a look at BNB here. Sorry for the loud sound of it. BNB circulating supply is 139 billion. 139 million. QNT, so for QNT to hit the same price, it would need less. Because QNT circulating supply is 14 million or 12 million. So what I want you guys to understand is if you're in QNT, you're in luck because it's a coin with a low circulating supply. Let me show you. Go back on QNT real quick. Quant's over here. The circulating supply is 12 million, so it only has to do a tenth of what BNB has to do to hit 1,000. That's why it's beautiful, and that's why I can't wait for the bull run to occur when we get it. It might not happen this year, might be another year wait. When it happens, you should be prepared on the sidelines, ready to eat all the food, ready to eat everything. Because as I said, they have Amazon Workplace, and it says visit Quant Network. Visit Quant Network. Then you can get in touch with them. It's accessible. If you want to do business with Quant, it's very accessible. Of course, you don't want to do business with Quant. I don't want to do business with Quant because I'm not a millionaire, I'm broke. I ain't got no business to bring to them. But yeah, if you want to do business with them, that's exactly what you can do. Now, I want to do some TA on this chart. So I'm going to cross all like that. I'm going to cross that out. But yeah, the TA for right now is we're still on a downtrend because we're making lower lows and lower highs. But all that has to happen is to break out of this trend. If you can break out of this trend without hitting the bottom, because a likely scenario is we can actually retest this level of support here and go to 92, or we can just stay above the 100 line, stay strong. But you have to be prepared for any outcome because I could be wrong, we could all be wrong. But the thing about it is, as I said, once it takes off, it's going to be unforgiving. Main reason being is because there's already so much money being put into Quant. Look at this volume. The volume is 19 million, 19, almost 20, let's round up 20 million. Past 30% up or increase on the 24-hour volume. That's a lot of money being put in and out of Quant. That's a lot of money. So a lot of smart money they're buying right now, getting ready for it to take off. And that's just a fact. Like OKB was amazing example of what's going to happen. I keep going back to OKB, but I have to because it's an amazing example of what happens to coins that get slept on. I seen this coin and I disregarded it the whole time. I used to see OKB, but now it's getting its shine. And the same thing is going to happen with Quant. Quant's going to have a graph just like this, a God chart, a God candle. And it's just going to pump like crazy. Like even in the past 7 days, this is down now. When you go to the monthly, what you see is amazingness. Like look at that, man. Look at that from 116 to 202. Like when you see QNT, you can see you go from $100 to 500, and you can be like, "What the hell happened? But why didn't I get in?" 500, but that's new. That's a new mark. 500 is a new mark. The all-time high is only $400. 500 is a new mark. So when we do the 500, that's a 5x. So that's just to begin with. Let's say you put in $2,500, right? Times it by 5. Well, you got 12,000. So we still have a lot of time. And if it does a 5x and it does 10 times that, which is a 50x, well, you're looking at 125,000. And let's not end it there. A 50x is only a $5,000 Quant. So that'll mean the circulating supply would only be, the market cap will only be, let's do 1.2 times 50x. The market cap would be 60 billion. That is nothing. Dogecoin hit 60 billion. That is nothing. In a bull run, that's nothing. That's what I'm saying. This coin is very serious. Take this coin seriously because it is very important you take it seriously. Because if you don't take it seriously, everyone's gonna buy your coins and make you go work in McDonald's. So while we are on yachts with QNT, you'll be in McDonald's working a day job. You don't want it to happen. So buy QNT, not financial advice, just good advice. So that being said, education purposes only. I'm out. Peace.